Hey guys, we're here playing Hayley, and this is a pawn shop build that's going really way back on the events to play more installables. Up against Celestialkhan. He was playing NEARPAD the first game, and we just clotted him repeatedly, and it was just brutal for him. We'll see if he's learned his lesson. We want to go for those. We don't really want to go for those. Rather set up at least a little bit. Well, see, the thing is, these clone ships are pretty good. Business show and the pad, right. Well, we're going to have to kill those, but ideally we get our Desperado out. Playing two of those. We're going to be pretty poor in the near future if we go trashing these things. We kind of have to is the problem. Jackson Howard. That's probably fine. That's lower priority than these other cards. Let's say that this is quite strong. These are both real problems for us, but I'm going to kill the pad. I haven't figured out in general what the best strategy is, because often they're going to have the portfolio and it just gives them enough money to keep playing. So if he's able to draw a portfolio off of this, then portfolio is better. If he's not, then he's just kind of delaying the agendas, and it will flood out R&D in the late game. So what I'm going to try to practice this game is like remembering what all the remotes are. Something that I often have a trouble with. When you get to have like 7 or 8 remotes, and when people just install the new ones in the gaps, it's really tricky for me. Snare, okay. Well, that's fine. Anything that makes the corp lose $4 is just great by me. Am I done my turn? Yeah, that's right. I remember the tag. Oh, there goes his hedge. That's unfortunate. Oh, Desperado. That's really good. I think I'm going to double install hardware this turn. And we can start poking around. Hopefully find a pawn shop. Because we're going to pawn both of these. We're not going to use either one this game. Three remotes. Remotes for days. Just great. There's the pawn shop. That's fantastic. There's probably an agenda one in here. Or actually, it's probably just a sand. He's probably holding the agenda back. Which kind of sucks to just sit back, but we need this setup turn. Now we're set, basically. Oh geez, he did just put the Astro out by itself. When people install 3 remotes, that's sometimes a sign. So the other ones are probably not, but we'll just check. 1. NAPD contract. If we take that, we'll be at 1. No, we don't want that. Just want to kill this. Keep the remote count down, and the portfolio is less amazing for him. We will want that in a couple turns. Of course, you can overwrite it because there's a Jackson here. Oh boy, I've lost track. Okay, so we can install these, and that's going to be essentially $6 for a click, so we can pawn both of them. Actually $8 because we'll get Scheherazade money. That's where things start to amp up. $8 for a click is pretty decent. So he's thinking about it. Yeah, letting that Astro go really sucks for us. We're not happy campers about this. He doesn't really do install naked agendas anymore. We gotta clear out the response teams. Baby draw. Let's check a remote. There's a snare. That's fine. They didn't have a response team, I guess. Huh. That was actually kind of risky for us if he had the response team. Oh, it costs 3 to res? 2. 3? 2. Oh, yeah. That was bad then. I was thinking he didn't have enough money for both, but he did. So we now know there's no response teams here. Question is this zoo any good? Last game he didn't use anything we needed the zoo for. So we could have just pawned it off. It's probably a Cyberdex out there. He wants to save it till he tries to do his clot play. I guess. We'll get rid of the zoo. This was the NAPD, I think. Yeah. And then we'll go hit the Jackson. The earlier you can get rid of these, the better it is. Reduces the number of portfolios you can put back in his deck. Let me trash it for 2. I don't think he can land a good mid-seasons, even if he has like sweeps or... Portfolio is pretty weak right now. Is my game locked up a little bit? Yeah. I feel like I just need a little more draw power. Ooh. Or scrubber. Wouldn't hate a scrubber this matchup. So now you have to worry about the clot, right? So our deck is a little more slow, a little more cumbersome, so we're really committed to playing clot. And we're playing the clot 3 clone chips, and we're also playing 2 sacrificial construct to stop it from purges. So this clot is, we're hoping to hard counter fast advance, so we can do our little dirtliness. So there's 3 cards in the archives we don't know about. Fairly strange. I'm really curious what this upgrade is. It's mostly Cyberdex, right? So we want to get rid of it on our terms. Does not res. Okay. Let's get a card. Hits the Beetle. Nice. And that's the Cyberdex. We'll trash that. I feel like he might have another one in his hand. We know he's got mid-seasons in his hand. We don't know what else he has. Psychic Graphics. Still 2 unknown cards, but he can't fire Snare, so I'm going to run again. With the dollar from Desperado, you almost have to in mid-season. Okay. I just don't want him to score another Astro, but I guess he would have if he had it. I think no matter what else is happening. Installing a card could mean he's installing an agenda because he can't keep it in his hand. Or it could just be whatever, random thing. Oh, there's Portfolio. Good for him. That's what he needs. So his hand is now mid-seasons, Psycho, and blank. Black. Ready to dump our whole hand on some Psyche field now. Yeah, we probably kind of are. Jackson Howard. Let's me trash the second Jackson. It's not a common thing. Dedicated response team, I'll get rid of that. And 3 cards. Yeah, I mean, we've got plenty of cards left, so I am going to just use these for money. How do I do this exactly? Program. Put on Scheherazade. There we go. I'm going to drop in the baby anyway, so I might as well keep my hand at a reasonable level. This ends up being quite a lot of value over the course of the game, because we're installing this for free, and then we're actually making money off Scheherazade, and then we get to pawn them. It's a virtuous cycle, and there are cards that are good in their own. This, I think, is the important thing. Like in other matchups, we love these suckers to be on the board. It just happens that in this one, he's not really playing ice. Armitage. Yeah. Let's see what random crap is in here. Sand. So I need to remember that's the sand. Let him res his ice here. I don't really want to get a breaker. That's the thing. This is where the NHPD was. I think this is a new one, right? Yeah, dedicated response team. Clean that out. We just have a lot of economy in this deck. Or we can, depending if we actually use our cards for effect or for money. But yeah, this is where Claude is really proving his worth, because he's got this Sand, and he probably has an agenda. But it's just doing nothing for him. Okay, another Sand. It's a pretty good card. Cash. Could have pawned this turn. That's probably smarter. Oh, there's a third Jackson to save the other first two. Yeah, I guess that's fine. He's got 4 face downs in there. Any of those agendas? Hard to say. Don't mind checking right now. I've got no viruses on the board. No, he's just throwing away ice. Gutenberg. Oh, the Psycho's in there. 2 response teams. 3, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, that's fine for us. I mean, he has his Astro token. He has a lot of money, but I feel like we're still in control of the game. Psychic Field is really the main worry for us. It's like losing 5 cards at a time for just a small investment is the worst case for us. We can mosey on over to the R&D. Probably a Data Raven or a Gutenberg. If it's Gutenberg, we're basically at man 6 or just floating the tag and getting rid of it. Floating the tag is usually fine, as long as you know where the response teams are. In this case, because there's 2 of them in the archives, it's fairly safe to float a tag for the duration of that run. You can still get hit by Snare, but you're not going to take just a ton of damage. Gonna put another Cyberdex, so we're gonna kill that one too. Yeah, I think I will pawn this. Do we get an Admin 4 here? Probably do. Saves us $3 a pop, but we're gonna end up paying 2, 3, 7. It's not the worst, especially if the other one is also Data Raven. Yeah, no, let's not. I don't know. Let's just try it for now. Let's see what's in his hand. I mean, the power counter is really only relevant as far as he has response teams, so it might not even matter, and second graphics, but mainly the response teams. Let's see what's over here. Probably the Gutenberg does not res. Interesting. Get a BL for it. Is he gonna try to double tag me or something? I'm not sure. I think I'll save this for damage and just keep my hand size up so I can run next turn. Click the Armitage. Could have double installed programs for money, but we're actually okay for money. If he doesn't want to res, I can just install RDI next turn and go in. I think the Personal Workshop might have been a little better. Yeah, he's done. He can't beat the Clot. Really hard for this kind of deck to beat, like the Clot Recursion, when it's so robust. It's not specifically. Yeah, this really buys us time in the in a faster matchup where you can just get your pawn shop, have this speed ticking, pawn a lot of things, get a lot of money from Scheherazade. I think the Clot's a smart option over the Parasite. And the Desperado is really good too. I think I might want a little more draw, like maybe a quality time or two would be decent. Find some slots to cut for that. Because getting this a bit earlier is nice. Yes, Astro Flare. Sucks to be you. Thanks for watching, guys.